As you can tell, kind of dressed up today is because we have to go do something official. Everything we do is always important, but it's not always official. So today we're actually going to a press conference, a real live press conference. It's not ours. We're going to try to blend in just a little bit, so I'm going to try to look like the rest of the crowd today. But I think you're going to enjoy this. The New York Association for Pupil Transportation is partnering with some officials in the New York State government to do a big announcement about Operation Safe Stop. And Josh and I are going to go and do a little documentary for you. So come on along with us and have some fun. In a jam-packed room filled with every major media outlet in the capital region of New York State, NAPT Executive Director Peter Manella received a proclamation from the New York State Governor today.
Therefore, on behalf of Governor David A. Patterson, he hereby proclaims April 23, 2009 as Operation Safe Stop Day in the Empire State. Thank you.
We have responsibilities, obviously, as a school district to make sure that our students are transported safely from home to school and back every day. We're very, very proud of the department that we have here in the district under the leadership of Al Karam. We have very well-trained bus drivers who do a great job.
You know, there's nothing that's more important to us than the safety of the children. Regardless of the graduation rates and the diplomas that we hand out and the test scores that we work so hard to achieve, they all play a back burner to the safety of every child that walks into our schools every day. And we are very, very proud of the work of the Bethlehem Central School District Transportation Department. I want to thank Al Karam, Cindy Jurowitz, the directors of this department, as well as the wonderful drivers, the mechanics, everybody who works tirelessly to ensure the safety of our children. And I think we stepped out on a number of fronts in Bethlehem, including efforts to install emissions reductions technologies on our school buses and to launch anti-bullying programs to protect our children on the buses. But the reason we're here today is to celebrate the fact that we're experimenting and piloting with the technology that's going to reinforce that initial goal of protecting the kids on our buses and to send a message to people that we take this very seriously.
I'm president of one of the 6 elementary school PTAs that we have in the district. And as elementary schools, we are responsible for educating and working with the youngest members of our educational community. I'm pleased to have been asked to offer some remarks from the PTA and parent perspective. I want to just acknowledge the district's commitment to the safe transportation of our students through their maintenance of equipment and their relationship to the community. They deserve parental support in the coming month ahead of the budget vote and for our everyday support of the Transportation Department. Also, I want to acknowledge the district's commitment to working with our children even before they get on the bus as kindergartners. I see the bus over here, the beat team and the educational work that the district does makes a huge difference for our youngest members. Our children have a role in obeying the rules of the bus and being part of a positive bus community, and as parents we have a role in discussing about safety and their behavior with them every day. As has been said before, the aspect that we have least control over is members of the community, of which we are part as parents. We have the least access to control of behavior and education. So I want to thank the NIAP and the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee for their generous grant in the field of testing the digital plate reader that will help us in this area. Working together, we can achieve greater safety and greater accountability and greater enforcement of the law. The program will help us educate all members of our community of the illegal and dangerous practice of passing stop school buses. Mr. Manella and Dr. Devan and Mr. Karam, I want to speak for all the PTAs that if there's anything we can do to assist you, please call on each of the PTAs across the district for our support and help. And also I want to call on parents that this is a wonderful opportunity to engage in a discussion and dialogue with your neighbors, with our relatives who may be in the community, with our teenage drivers. This is a wonderful opportunity to talk about passing stop school buses, how it is legal and how it endangers all members of our community, not just the children, but maybe the elder member who's walking on the street, maybe someone who's walking their dog. All members of the community are put in danger when people pass stop school buses. Thank you very much.
There is no more important mission for the New York State Police than the safety of children. incredibly, some motorists actually place school children in danger by passing school buses that have the red lights flashing. We consider this a very serious violation. The penalties are severe, and rightfully so. Motorists driving in either direction must stop for school buses that have the red lights flashing. Furthermore, motorists should slow down and prepare to stop for school buses that have their yellow lights flashing. It does seem inconceivable that we have to remind some people about this law. Remind them that stopped school buses are usually picking up or dropping off children. And yet, thousands of motorists violate this law each year. Today, the state police, in partnership with local and county police, will focus on school bus safety. And we will continue to focus on this issue for as long as it takes to gain complete compliance. It should be a given that getting to school is a safe thing to do. We intend to make it so. Thank you.
You've heard a lot of people speak today about a very basic thing, and that's obeying the law in regards to stop school buses. It's very disturbing to me to even fathom the fact that 60,000 people a day will pass a stopped school bus. That's totally unacceptable. The Bethlehem Police Department looks forward to partnering with the Bethlehem School District and the use of this new LPR, and we will take every effort to enforce the law and gain compliance.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Bill Nash, also known as Bus Driver Bill, who's been driving for the Bethlehem Central School District now for...
I've been with Bethlehem 4 years. Mike, I retired 4 years ago, and somebody suggested that I try bus driving. I'm an avid fisherman, and my girlfriend wouldn't let me fish 5 days straight. So I tried bus driving, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to get to the bus in the morning. I enjoy the kids. I have a good rapport with them. And so, yeah, I'm excited about being a bus driver. It's a good way to fill in a couple hours a day, and I really enjoy it.
Bill, what did you do before you started to drive a bus?
I was in sales. I was in manufacturer's rep in the plumbing industry, and I traveled throughout New York State. I put about 35,000 miles on the car a year.
All right, so you're used to driving then.
Love driving.
Okay, great.
It's not a hardship for me.
All right, that's neat. Now, listen, one of the things that they talked about during the press conference was the fact that there was a bus route where, cars pass the stop school bus right in front of City Hall. Have you driven that route, or have you driven that road before?
That happens to be Delaware Ave, right in front of Town Hall, which houses the police station also. And yes, we have a lot of incidences where people just ignore the reds and pass us, all the time.
You were telling me before, people of all ages, right? I mean,
it's from the oldest to the youngest. What's discouraging for me is to see a mother with kids in the car just go right through the reds, or teenagers with the cell phones.
Talking on cell phones, yeah.
Or I've had elderly people who just don't even see the bus.
Right.
They have that deer in the headlight look,
Yep.
and they just drive right through.
Hey, gang, bus driver Bill Nash, thank you, sir. Really appreciate your efforts. Keep up
Okay.
the good work, and thanks for spending some time with me today.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Glad to help.
Hey everybody, we're back. Before, what do you think about this? How cool is that? It's not a tennis ball. That is the microphone, and it's it's SpongeBob SquarePants microphone brother. That's who it is. See, I mean, you guys have been wondering why this has been in the tennis racket for a year. That's why, because they're sort of related, these two. But anyway, what do you think? How cool is that? And it's school bus yellow to boot, But fun episode today, right? I hope you found that instructive. I hope you enjoyed it. And that brings us to the conclusion of today's episode, where we're going to do a couple of shout-outs for you. The first shout-out is going to go to Paul Overbaugh. Paul Overbaugh with the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Paul used to work for PTSI. He's been an NAPT member for a long time. Is now involved with the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee here in New York State. Saw him today. Paul, it was good to see you. Thanks for watching NAPTV. Thank you especially for being at that press conference and supporting the Operation Safe Stop initiative today. And give us a call here at NAPT headquarters, 800-989-6278. We will send you a mug. We'll send you a pen. We'll send you something. We'll give you a hat if you want a hat. But Paul, thank you very much for watching. And again, thank you very much for supporting Operation Safe Stop and protecting kids on school buses to this day. Our second shout out today is Gary Catapano. Gary Catapano from Cincinnati, Ohio, the Director of Safety with First Student. Gary is a big proponent of preventing illegal passing and crossing safely. So Gary Catapano from Cincinnati, Ohio, give us a call. We will send you a hat. We'll send you a pen. We'll send you a mug. We'll send you something. But thanks for watching. Get everybody in First Student to watch this. This is a message, I think, today in particular, Gary, that's really important for all the drivers and all the employees that you work with and train and supervise on a regular basis. So thank you for being an NAPT viewer and continue to watch and encourage your friends to watch. That brings us to the conclusion of another exciting, fun-filled episode of NAPTV, where we will continue to bring you information with imagination, and that is something that you can bank on. Have a good day.
Thank you.